Hello everyone, my name is Rashika. I am a faculty in Chinta Academy. So today we are going to discuss a problem on friction. It is a problem taken from F is equals to MA, year 2020. Friction, as we have already know, it is an opposing force when two bodies are in contact. So let's move on to the problem. Let's begin by first reading the question. So the question says a point mass M sits on a long block. So let's make a long block first. This is a block whose mass is M, and a point mass of M is also sitting on the top of that block. So this is a small mass, point mass of small mass M. This long block is resting on a floor. The coefficient of static and kinetic friction is given. So the static and kinetic friction for the block and the larger block is given as nu, and that for the block and the floor is given as nu by 3. The question says an impulse gave a horizontal movement P to the point mass. And then we need to find out how far the point mass moves relative to the block. So first, let's make a free body diagram for the two blocks that are situated here. So let's make for the first block, that is of small mass M. As we know, free body diagram is the total force that are applying on this block. So the force that is applying on this block is first downward, that is gravitational force, whose value is mg, and an equal normal reaction force will be applied in upward direction. Let us say that normal reaction force is N1. So from here, N1 will be equal to mg. This is our equation number 1. Similarly, we can make a block diagram for the larger block, long block. So that block diagram will be equal to, its mass also is m. So m gravitational force will be applied in the downward direction, which is equal to mg, weight of that block. And an equal normal reaction force will be applied in the upward direction, which is equals to n2. But here, since a small block is also at top of that block, so an equal normal reaction force will be applied in a downward direction, which is equal to n1. So from here, we get the equation as N2 is equal to N1 plus mg. And from equation 1, we already know the value of N1, which is equal to mg plus mg. So N2 will be equal to 2 mg. Now let us find the frictional force on both the block, as coefficient of friction is already given. So again, drawing the same diagram. Let's say frictional force on the first upper point mass block is F2, and that on the lower block is F1. So F2 will, as we know, frictional force is equals to coefficient of friction into normal reaction force. So F2 will be equal to nu into normal reaction force for F. On the first block, we have already calculated as mg. So this will be equal to mg. Okay, let's say equation 3. And that for the frictional force for that larger block is F1, which is equal to nu into N2, which is equal to nu by 3, as coefficient of friction is given as nu by 3 into 2 mg. So F2 came as nu by 3, 2 mg. Now, let us say that we are applying a velocity v0 on both the blocks. So if both the body are moving with the same acceleration, then they will move in the forward direction with the same acceleration. So let us check if both the bodies have the same acceleration or not. For that, let us say we are applying acceleration in the right hand direction. So equation for the larger block will be equal to F1 is equal to mass into acceleration for that block. So F1 we already calculated as nu by 3, 2 mg. Which is equal to mass into acceleration. So the acceleration for both the blocks will be equal to nu by 3 2 nu by 3 mg. For m is cancelling out on both sides. So nu by 2 nu by 3g. Okay. So the same amount of friction will be applied for the F2 also. Let's check if it's same or not. F2 will also be equal to mass into acceleration. Putting the value of acceleration in this, we get 2 nu g, 2 nu 3. 2 nu by 3 g, which is less than the actual acceleration of F2, that was nu mg, right? So the both bodies are not having the same acceleration. Here we see that the frictional force that we are thinking for the block 1 is actually less than the actual. So this means that the block 1 is in static friction and we are not able to overcome that static friction. Let us by applying Newton's law, let us find out the change in force of that slab. So let AS be the acceleration of the slab which is applying in the right hand direction, and the force on this is F2 and F1. So F2 minus F1 will be equal to acceleration, mass into acceleration of the slab. F2 as we have calculated is nu mg, and F1 is minus nu mg, and F1 is minus 2 by 3 nu mg, which is equals to mass into acceleration of the slab. So we get the acceleration of the slab as 1 by 3 nu mg. Okay, so this is the acceleration for the slab, but we need to find out the acceleration for the small block. This slab was the lower block, so we need to find the acceleration for the small block. Since this slab is on top of the longer block, so it is accelerating, it is an accelerating frame. So for that we need to apply a pseudo force in the backward direction. Let that pseudo force be equal to the acceleration of the slab, which is mass into AS, right? So then the force on the upper block will be equal to F2 plus MAS is equal to mass into acceleration of the block. So F2 we have calculated as nu mg. So F2 plus mass into acceleration of the slab, which is equal to mass into acceleration of the block. So from here we can calculate the acceleration of the block as F2 was nu mg plus 1 by 3 of nu mg, which is equal to mass into acceleration of the block. So from here we get the acceleration of the block as 4 by 3 nu g. But what we actually needed to find out, we need to find out the distance that the first block is moving in relative to the larger block. So for that, let's apply the kinematic equation. Kinematic equation which we are applying here are final velocity square is equal to initial velocity square plus 2 into AS, right, where S is the distance. S is the distance. So as we have taken, as the block will be in the rest direction, so our final velocity will be 0, and as initial velocity we considered as V0. So let the distance will be as D. So from here we can calculate the distance as our equation here, D will be equal to V0 square by 2AS. So V0 square by 2 into acceleration as we have calculated for the block is 4 by 3 nu g. So that will be equal to 2 into 4 by 3 nu g, right? So D will be equal to 3V square by 8 nu g. Okay, but our answer is given, as we see in the options, our answer is given in terms of momentum. So for that we need to multiply the whole equation with mass square. So multiplying both in the up and down direction downward as m square, we get 3m square. 3m square V0 square divided by 8m square nu g. So this will be equal to 3 into p square divided by 8m square nu g. So what is the option that we are getting right? That is option number A. I hope you have liked this video. See you soon.